getting divorced. She went on Twitter cussing out Diddy and then deleted it because Diddy want to throw Dwayne a divorce.
It seems that there is a problem in the Wright family. According to rumors, Gabrielle just split from Dwayne. Gabrielle reportedly caught Dwayne acting strangely at one of Diddy's parties. It seems that Gabrielle knew that Dwayne was acting strangely, but she was unaware that he was receiving applause from Diddy and going to these freak-offs. To make matters worse, Dwayne is reportedly being investigated by the police right now for using the services of immature experts that Diddy was pressuring him to use for these disgusting freak-off sessions. And get this, Jaguar. Gabrielle also intervened in the conversation, exposing Dwayne as a power bottom and getting his back blown out by Diddy. Not very long ago, Dwayne and Gabrielle caused a stir when the famous webpage Doi claimed that Dwayne had been seen with another lady. When clarity, truth, and transparency are present, there's only room for evolution. Gabrielle also has some interesting posts on her Instagram. A source informed her that Dwayne is very close to a woman who is not Gabrielle. He was spotted getting very close to her and spoke with her very intimately while I was there for 2 hours. Someone else messaged me saying that Dwayne continues posting with the kids and not Gabrielle, and that Gabrielle has only been posting with a daughter and not the other kids. Gabrielle just shared a picture of her daughter on Snapchat. I would do everything for her peace. Demoy also revealed that if they actually do decide to separate, it'll probably be like Will and Jada. They'll keep it quiet and live their separate lives, but keep on a united front for years. If necessary, fans also noticed that they've both not been wearing their wedding ring, and they unfollowed each other on Instagram. Gabrielle has stopped posting Dwayne's other kids on her page, and she celebrated her birthday with her girls instead of Dwayne. As soon as the news of their separation hit, people started to speculate that the reason why they were separating was because Dwayne is DL. The allegations about Dwayne being a Fruit Loop have been circulating for a while now, but there were really no receipts to prove it until recently when he was exposed for being Diddy's freak-off partner. These allegations actually started all the way back in 2009 when he got put on blast by his then business associate Richard Vondman for hosting these huge freak-off parties in his apartment and inviting over a bunch of male and female escorts so he and his teammates could sleep with them all night. Richard made this revelation in a contentious interview with Page 2 Live, saying that they would have these parties 2 or 3 times a week. Vondman said that there were usually dozens of individuals there, including ladies and guys who they would pick up from the clubs, who were rappers like Dwayne and his entourage. Richard claimed to be aware that strange things happened in the apartment because every time he returned, he would find not one, but several used condoms on the bedroom floor, clear indications of some sort of intimate activity, as well as empty champagne and hard liquor bottles, almost empty blunts, and half-eaten food that had rotted on the tables and the furniture. Even more startling about this is that Dwayne used to invite Gabrielle to these freak-out parties so she could hang out with him and his other basketball players. When Richard was asked about Dwayne, she said the man isn't what people think he is worldwide. As if this wasn't enough to expose him for being DL, he came under fire again some time ago when he admitted to playing dress-up in his mother's dressing room. He would wear their heels and wigs when they weren't around, and both of them made it clear to me how their goal in life is to have with as many women and men as possible. Now, mind you, Dwayne was still married to his ex-wife at the time, but he and Savin were in the middle of a very nasty divorce.
Growing up in the inner city of Chicago, in the hood, you're told that boys do this. Boys play football, boys play basketball, boys play baseball, boys date girls, whatever the case may be. You're told this is what you do, right? So I'm no different. I'm raised that way. I'm in the locker room. I say all the things that everyone is saying. I'm not sitting up here like I have never done or said anything, right, when it comes against the opposites, because I was ignorant. I didn't understand.
Right.
So when it hit my doorstep at 3 years old, like I said, when me and my wife looked at each other, right? And the reason we looked at each other is because of this, you know, as kids, I used to put on heels. I used to do all those things. I try to put on whatever my sisters wear, whatever my sisters did.
In actuality, this is the primary cause of the charges that he lives vicariously via his trans daughter Z. For those of you who are still bewildered, let me give you a little background. While some weren't necessarily against Zia transitioning, they weren't sure it was the right thing to encourage her to make such a drastic decision because she was only 12 years old at the time. Dwayne, on the other hand, didn't give a damn about any of that, and he immediately filed a petition to have her name changed legally. Zaya used to identify as gay before deciding that she actually wanted to be a young lady. Za's mother, Savin, wasn't having it at all because she thought Dwayne was only rushing Zaya purposefully so he could profit from all the endorsements he would get. She even filed a motion asking the court to reject Dwayne's request to legally change Zia's name, but it was turned down and dismissed. However, it wasn't just fans who thought Dwayne was living vicariously through Zia. Gabrielle really entered into a relationship with the well-known rapper Boy after he claimed Dwayne was homosexual and was hiding his own desire to be with males with his kids.
I gotta say something about this, bro. Dwayne Wade, you gone too far, dog. That is a male, a 12-year-old. At 12, they don't even know what their next meal gonna be. They don't have figured out yet. He might meet a woman, anything at 16, and fall in love with her. But it's...
And do you guys remember when Boy literally accused Dwayne of using it in his hole? Boy made that comment after Gabrielle called him out for constantly criticizing Zia during her transition. Boy got a little obsessive about criticizing Zia whenever he got the chance. Eventually, Gabrielle got tired of his attacks and decided to hit him where it hurts by implying that Boy was secretly gay and trying to fight his own homosexuality.
He's so preoccupied.
Yeah, he is. Very much
Almost
so.
like thou doth protest too much, little booze.
I'm gonna look.
You got a lot of in your mind.
I mean, it's
Throw
like
that out there.
It's like Zaya and Lil Nas X live in his head.
For free, rent free.
Like what?
It's like, sir, something you want to just go ahead and tell us. This is a safe space.
Boy took this very poorly and responded by accusing Dwayne of being on the DL and having affairs behind her back. Hello, the world knows that I love women, and the world knows that your husband loves you. I have refused to discuss you in interviews, so go ahead and hit him with that deal and wait on a script, you little white girl. During this back and forth, an old interview that Gabrielle had previously conducted also surfaced, in which she admitted to eating Dwayne's boo. This further strengthened the belief that Dwayne enjoyed having his beplayment. Lastly, Jaguar Wright revealed in a shocking interview that Dwayne was hosting covert homosexual parties at his home and inn.
You know, like all of these be doing all of this wild shit. They ain't doing as much, I guess, now because they're getting older. I guess it just moved over to the Wade house.
Energy transfers.
And I'm not saying that because of their trans daughters. I'm saying that because of the artist that I just spoke to not that long ago that got invited to a party at their house. Everything was cool up front, so they went to the back and there was a bunch of old and young boys back there, all naked in the Wade house.
And just when we thought Jaguar exposing Dwayne wasn't done, she attacked him once more, revealing more information than before. She said that Dwayne wasn't a real black man and that he really wanted to be a woman. She even said that he was suckling off large amounts of blackwood every night at these freak-off parties, and that Gabrielle Union was insane for believing Dwayne needed her.
What's we supposed to call these fairy? Let's talk about the problems that black women are having being able to recognize what a real black man looks like. You're lusting after LL Cool J. You're lusting after Diddy. You're lusting after Jay-Z. You're lusting after Dwayne. I now want to be a woman since it looks cute on my son. I mean daughter. You got Wills, all these. That's who you lust after. And that's what you go after. You don't go after a real black man. You go for act like and then you wonder why you get dogged the out. He don't need you. What you there for? To wear white fingernails and hold big black. That probably suck better than you. Like, let's talk about Gabrielle Union right now.
Yeah, let's go. Cause
Now, the last time I sat on this blue couch, I had some very specific things to say about the Wade household.
Yes, you did.
What has happened since I spoke?
In my opinion, it got worse. It's a little more out of control.
They said I was jealous. They said I said everything that I said because I was jealous of Gabrielle Union. She the black Kris Jenner. She done turned her husband into a bitch. He wants to be a woman. That's why they're getting divorced. She went on Twitter cussing out Diddy and then deleted it because Diddy want to throw Dwayne a divorce freak off. Why is it a problem? He been freaking off. Why you care? You was at the freak off with it, and I'm jealous of that. I'm jealous of that. Let's be real.
Let's be real.
This knew this was a and then she pretended he wasn't. And then she pretended that she had the perfect life while she's splitting bills with a you doing the real mom who wants her children to have a fair chance at making their own decisions while you and your I want to be a husband convince your child that they need to get the whole trans thing going on now so they can get a Disney contract. And we all know what Disney does to children. Imagine what they do to trans kids.
No, I don't want to imagine.
That's where you want to send your child?
Oof.
But you cut the real mama out. I'm jealous of this bitch. This is a power bottom. He sucks just like you are. And they high on that Tootsie and they having unprotected sex. This is sucking all night. Then he come home and he kiss you with that mouth. E. coli kisses. I'm jealous of that. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of kissing a sucking. I'm jealous of that.
Okay.
I'm just, who gonna be jealous? Yeah, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
I wanna too. I wanna play dress up with my husband in my closet only.
CH Jaguar chewed Gabrielle and Dwayne up and left no crumbs at all. Now, it's very important to note that all of these things are alleged. But if there's one thing we've learned these past few months is that Jaguar is never wrong. She only speaks on the things she has receipts on. If she says Dwayne is freaking off with Diddy, then there's a huge possibility that's actually what's going on now, as usual people had their own thoughts about this, like this person who said this all was going to come out. They always jumped on the bandwagon of black love and issues to play like heroes. Gabrielle has deep roots, past traumas that are unresolved, and the real Dwayne came out with his first wife. Money played a part in his ex-wife looking like the villain, and Dwayne was the controlling narcissist cheating spouse. Karma is the truth being spilled. They're humans, not celebrities to idolize. Pray they get it together for the children. Another person said, I always told my husband this family is weird. Dwayne was living his life through his son. And we all know that Gabby is mean because of her acting. But now I'm curious about what you guys think about Dwayne receiving a clap from Diddy and whether you guys believe that Gabrielle knew all along what to do. Please share your thoughts in the comments section below. And don't forget to click this link to watch this other extremely messy video.